So this episode of Terra Formars, episode 8, centers around Adolf. We get to find out about his backstory, his childhood, how he got the surgery, and what type of, bugs operation he got, what type of creature does he have inside of him. So that's pretty much what this episode focused on. So let's dive deep into this week's episode of Terra Formars. So, for one thing, the backstory of Adolf. Personally, I feel like there were some things that were personally rushed in this episode. I've read the manga, but I don't remember these exact scenes. It's been a while. It's been around since January since I've actually read Terra Formars, the manga. So, it's been a long time, and I can't remember if some scenes of Adolf's backstory are being rushed or not, but for the most part, I understand what is going on in this episode. So, as an anime-only watcher, since technically I don't remember a lot of what happened in the manga, as an anime-only watcher, personally, this backstory was actually very emotional to a certain extent. Seeing how Adolf, at a very young age, was forced to have experiments done to him. For instance, he had his body experimented on, he got a surgery to where he could possibly die, and he had, the electric eel put inside of him where he can have electricity. And you had it to where these people, these government people, actually experimented on this young kid and put, grounding devices all inside of his body, and which makes it to where we notice his scars, the scars on his cheeks, his arms, his chest, everything. Those scars are from surgeries he's had to put in grounding devices where he can't electrocute and kill himself. So, finding out that this small child, Adolf, at a very young age is getting experimented on is pretty fucked up on a lot of different reasons. It's messed up because of these people experimenting on this child. And it's not just that. We also get to see how very self-conscious Adolf is as a person. For instance, when he was going to college, as I could see at the middle of this episode, it seems like he was very self-conscious. When you saw this beautiful girl walk in front of him, he had his scars out. People could see his scars on his cheek. He zipped up his jacket like his suit where someone can't see his scars. You could tell he was very self-conscious. And this shows you a personality trait of Adolf, that he was very aware that he looks a lot different from normal humans because of all the experiments that were done to him. And it's really sagging to see how this character, this person, Adolf, was self-conscious about these wounds. It's sad because this would actually ruin a person's life. Those type of scars all over someone's face. Imagine walking in, trying to get a job. Let's just say any job. Let's just go to, let's say you wanted to get a job at a restaurant, okay? You wanted to be a bartender, or I don't know, you wanted to be something. And you were to try to be a waiter, and you have all these scars over your body. I mean, what personally do you think, the employer, the person that's hiring you, would think if they saw these type of scars on you? Or let alone just walking out in public and trying to get a date or something. I mean, people would sneer at you, make fun of you for your looks. I mean, that's how society is. That's really how society is, and it's sickening, but that's how people are. And to see how Adolf most likely had to deal with this because you could see he was self-conscious, it shows you that he had a very bad life. He definitely had a very tragic and bad life, as we could see, and he was very selfless. For instance, he sacrificed himself for these experiments for his friends at an early age. When he was a young kid, he decided to go under the operation of getting experimented on, where he had these grounding devices put in him and stuff to save the people that was close to him. So once again, it shows you another personality trait of him, of how kind he is and compassionate. And to see how the overall flashback progresses, he finds someone he loves. I was like, oh damn, this is nice. I actually forgot about what happened in the conclusion of his, backstory. And as he gets a wife and all that, I'm like, this is nice. This is really nice. And then eventually, his wife decides to cheat on him. And that right there, that was fucked up, man. That's fucked up because, Adolf is a very kind character. As like I just said, he was a very compassionate person, very self-conscious, he was selfless, and to see the person he loves that he opened up to for the first time for a very long time, to open up to betray him like that, and sleep with someone else, that's wrong. That's fucked up. It's like kicking a dog while he's down, or even worse than that. It's fucked up, because he truly loved her and believed in her, and then she betrayed that trust. And then, even after that, Adolf once again shows another characteristic that's very shocking, and it makes you actually have sympathy for him. He actually forgives his wife for sleeping with someone else. That takes a true, kind-hearted person with a freaking will of a saint, almost, to forgive someone of doing something like that. And to see how Adolf actually forgave her and said he loves her too, that was a very emotional scene. And then when he found out when the child was born, and the child that was born was not his child, the wife never said nothing, obviously, that... I don't even want to know how he feels. I don't want to know how Adolf feels when he had to deal with something like that. That's fucked up. Like I said, it's just wrong. So, clearly from what we could see from this backstory, which it hints at, is that he broke up with this girl. That's exactly what it hints at in this episode. And maybe he might find someone else. Hopefully he can find someone else. But overall, at the end of this episode, going back to present day time, skipping past the flashback, you have it where Adolf says, kill me. He's actually saying, kill me to the roaches. So, this is kind of scaring me. Fucking scaring me. He actually wants to die because he's in so much depression. I feel sympathy for Adolf. I really do. I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel sympathy for him because what type of personality he has and character he is, it's fucked up how so much tragic shit had to happen to him. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. How'd you feel about this backstory of Adolf? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? All of you manga readers, please let me know. Are they rushing things? Because like I said, I don't remember all the elements from the manga. So if anyone can actually let me know, please let me know in the comments below because I think they are skipping things. So anyways, I love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.